Well, hi guys, welcome back. I'm not doing very much today. I haven't done much for weeks. I'm waiting on new glasses and I can't see as well as I should. So I'm sort of putting this off. And full size steam gets in the way, as you can probably see. Anyway, I've made a start on the cylinder liner, which is this piece of tube. I've cut it to sort of length almost. I've trued one end up nice, taken the burr off it, and I've made a plug with a centre hole in it that's sort of concentric. It should be concentric. That's a pretty good fit in there. Now, we set this up here. Seems to be down nice there. We still need to machine this end. We should be able to machine under that and finish it off to size. Support that fairly well with that centre, and we're going to grip this in a 4-jaw. This is nice and smooth and round on the inside, which is nice. And it's got to have a reduction on here. If we look at the drawing, which is here, we're 4.58 long. And we've got to machine this end here, the small end, down to fit inside the bore at the bottom, and this big end to fit inside the bore at the top, and this is machined down to 2.2 all the way along. So it's got a bit off it all the way along except for this bit at the top, and then it's got a step on the bottom. So it's pretty straightforward, I hope. It's got to have a bit off this end as well. And the instructions are light on, to be honest. What it says, and I'll read it out. The next item we will machine is the steel cylinder sleeve, part 104, which is this one here. Tubing uses 2.25 OD by 2-inch ID seamless cold rolled mechanical tubing. We've got that. The inside diameter is not machined. The manufacturer's tolerance for roundness and size is adequate and requires only honing. Well, I hope so. Next page. Turn a plug to fit the ID and center drill it. Insert it in the bottom of the tailstock center and chuck the top end by the ID. Turn the OD and length. The top and bottom diameters should have a 2 thou clearance with the respective bores in the cylinder. So we're going to grip this on the internal diameter and put this in the center and machine this, get it the right length and all that stuff. So I'm going to set up over at the lathe and we'll have a bit of a look. So we've got this set up, running pretty true there. Now we should have enough travel here to get all the way along here. This needs to be machined all the way to 4 thou under the top diameter of the cylinder. I'm going to go and measure that now, and I'm going to take a cut off there until it gets about right, and then I'm going to take another cut off here till it comes down to the correct size, and then we're going to clean this up to match, and we're going to finish the end. But we're going to work everything from this end, I think, at this stage. So we've got a spare bit of tube if we need it, but at this point it should work. So anyway, due to the marvels of modern internet and so forth, I'm back, but it's actually about 5 hours later because my micrometer wasn't reading right. This old Brown and Sharp, it's not a bad mic, and it's right now, but it wasn't reading on 0 and a few things like that. So that took me an hour, and I had some phone calls and stuff. But I've got this down on the top end here. And in the middle of all this I had to tram the compound because it wasn't cutting straight and all that. I've got this to size and I've got this to size, and I've got to run a cut along here and then knock this pin and cut this out and reverse it in the lathe and trim it to size length, and we should be nearly done. So this size here is inch point 158, is 2 thou under inch 160, which is what the ball, what the cylinder is, the casting. And this end is 2 inches 218, which is 2 thou under 2 inches 20. Now this space in between the Sharpie line and this shoulder need to be approximately 1 inch 220. So it needs another 20 thou, half a millimetre off here all the way along. This swarf off this stuff is pretty noxious, like there's a lot of it and it's just balling up here everywhere. Anyway, we can take that down now. So this will be about the last cut on this, just to clean up the outside. And then I'm going to take it out of the chuck and I'm going to put this plug in the other end, and we're going to trim this end to the right length. This is all theoretical because there's not a lot of information on the instructions, but we'll work it out. You're only taking 0.4 of a millimetre or something, 0.2 of a millimetre. Not very much. So there we go. It's a lot of cranking. I think we've probably got a little bit of an imperfection there. Something's picked up. So I'm going to nearly call that. It's a bit warm now, so I can't really measure it, but it'll shrink a bit. It proceeds to measure it. It's about 2 thou over 200, 2 inches and 200 thou, which is where it needs to be. I reckon when that cools down, it'll be pretty well on size. So this one should be right. Right, we've machined this one first, and we haven't machined right up the edge because that's still got to have 1/8 of an inch off this end. And I've machined this one to clearance size, and I've machined this to somewhere in between, or what the measurement says anyway. So we should have, I'm not going to make the mistake of dropping it in there and getting it stuck while it's hot. But when that cools down and we take it out, we should be able to remove this plug and put it in the other end, turn it round, chuck this end, and carefully take 1/8 of an inch off there through the plug. And with any luck and a good downwind, it should all work nicely. So let's come back and do that in a minute. So there we go. It looks like it's probably going to fit. It's cooled down a bit. Just get wooden mallet handle of. Give that a tap off there. And give it a clean up. And we're going to knock that back in that side. So lots of banging here. So there'll be some banging here. I'll try and remember to mute it when I process the video. But that's settled down there nicely and still tight, so I'm going to machine this down to the length. Grip this again. We're going to try it. Probably a fraction tight with this plug in here. Might just set it up and have a bit of a look. It's getting pretty thin here, but I don't think there'll be a problem on this end setting it up. And set him up on centre here with this. Hopefully there's not too much run out. And I'll just clean this up on the end here until it's the right length. Needs about 1/8 of an inch off it, I think. So there we go. What I've done is I've machined this back to length, which is 4.58 or something. And I've double checked everything here. I'm going to give this a tap again. There we go. Give this a wipe. And that should be pretty close to finished. So I'll pull this apart again, because honestly, if you haven't got the patience to pull things apart and put them back together dozens of times when you're building a model like this, you're probably in the wrong hobby. But that's what happens. This is slipped in there nicely. It's not slipping out quite so nicely. Actually pretty jolly good in there. Getting it out might be a challenge. I think we've got to find something about that diameter and give it a tap upside down. And 2 taps and it fell out. So it's it's about right, I think. I think it's pretty jolly good. Might have a burr on here, mightn't be helping anything. Anyway, there's the cylinder liner. I'm probably going to call this as probably going to be a shorter video because that's all I've done today, this weekend. I've been crazy busy with steamroller repairs and building a shed for this other roller so that it's out of my way here. And general shed stuff. We've got windows to put in upstairs and we've got signs to make, all sorts of things that need doing. And we've been pretty busy and we've got rallies coming up, so we're trying to get engines going. But we've got this piece pretty good, I think. So that'll be part, I don't know, I think it's part 4, isn't it? Part 1, 2, 3, 4, part 5 will be this liner. I'm going to epoxy it in. I'll use the marine epoxy at work, I think, because that's pretty good crap. Epoxy this in tonight, tomorrow maybe, and then in a few days when it's set, we'll run a home through it and get it tidy. I was going to do a lot of other things this episode, but it hasn't happened because, yeah. Anyway, appreciate you tuning in and watching. Sorry this one's been a little bit slow coming out, but we'll get there, and we're back into it, and we've got this part pretty nice, I think. So more soon, guys and girls. Be kind to each other.